Hi, my name is Johan De Schepper. I'm responsible for the international business of the Royal Agrifirm Group, meaning the regions EMEA, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia and Latin America. I'm also responsible for the innovation excellence process, which brings me here today. And actually in that capacity we were looking at having an inspiring day in Tomorrowlab. I worked for 5 years in Agrifirm. Previous to those business experiences over here, I was active in the agro business, more in the starch business, and also in the private equity business. Well, actually, the purpose of the day was to give people an inspirational environment, and not just an inspirational environment, but also content, so that we can reflect upon what we have as a responsibility on the innovation level. And the interesting part was that we had people from innovation, from R&D, together with people from sales and product category management. And it's that combination that at the end of the day is very important to bring our company and the innovation process to the next level. Now, to bring it to the next level, you need two things. First of all, you need inspiration, and that is what we were looking for here today, to bring people in contact with not just the incremental changes of what we see every day again, but really the step changes that are happening sometimes outside of our view, and we need to take that into account and factor that in our innovation approach. And the second thing is actually that we wanted to bring the people together in an inspiring environment, but bringing business together with innovation, because my saying is always innovation is not an R&D thing. It takes the business to make sure that innovation is turned into lasting value. And that is what we wanted to realize over here in this fantastic environment. Well, actually the key learnings we had today is that it's good to see in a structured way what is happening outside, but it's very good to reflect on it in a more in-depth way, because we of course everybody knows about digitalization, you read about it in the newspaper. Everybody sees certain parts of our companies that we serve getting bigger and bigger and bigger, where at the other side of the globe companies are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Some parts production of meat is increasing exponentially. In other parts of the world, people are eating less and less and less meat. And these are all tendencies that we need to understand well. And what I learned today, and the people with me, is that it's a good thing to go in depth about the consequences these trends have, not just on tomorrow, but actually on the way we have to run the company. We have to organize the company in a very customer-centric way, 5, 10, 15 years down the lane. And it actually brings you back to the existential question, what will we be doing 15, 20 years from now? Now that's an easy question, because 15, 20 years from now it's quite far away. And I know a lot of people say, no, you have to deliver today. And they're right. But the real true leadership is to understand what you want to do in the future while delivering today. But it's very good to have the dot on the horizon to make sure that you know what way you're heading for. And in that way you can start structuring and developing your own innovation profile, shorter term, mid-term, longer term. It's always good. The main deliverable we wanted to realize today is to bring people in contact with all these innovations, all these trends in the markets worldwide that are happening as we speak. And I think it's very important for us to not just understand those strategies and understand those trends, but also factor them in our innovation plans. Because actually when we deliver something today, it must be in line with the way or the ultimate goal that we want to realize 5, 10, 15 years down the road. That was number one. Number two, of course, we have our strategy to deliver actually responsible food chains for future generations. Now, there's a lot of core already in those words, because it means that we have to work in a way that is responsible, but we have to work in a way that is sustainable, relevant and measurable. So that means that we have to be very no nonsense at the end of the day with what we bring to the table. But the fact that we came into contact with the way how the trends were presented, it made us realize our massive responsibility we have to be part of that innovation process in our group, and to actually be part of the solutions that we bring to the business, for the business to realize with the most important asset we have, our customer. That was actually the main deliverable of today, and the way we are going to use it.